process to obtain citizenship. You learn what to say, you learn what it means.
I think it's very fair. But this is what they brought up. And this comes up often in conversations with people who are in government and who know the history of things. They bring up Liberia and what happened when the Americo-Liberians came back to the continent, and the fears that those conversations kind of stoked in continental Africans versus us in the diaspora. What I wanted to ask you is, how do you feel about that part of this, I guess, new renaissance of?
So I feel like I said earlier,
because I'm asking that because you say you were saying, you know, they're slow and they, you know, whatever.
Yes, and I said I have those conversations with not just, you know, Black people from other countries, but also with Ghanaians who come and are frustrated, annoyed, whatever. But I think, and I said this before, I saw the first video with the Ghanaian, or the girl who came to do like an exchange program in Ghana, and when she left, she had nothing but terrible thing to say. She hated it. The people stink. They don't wear deodorant. They breastfeeding their babies everywhere. They this, that, and the third, and whatever else. And I was like, listen, a lot of what she's saying is right. I have a problem with what she's saying. Not because of what she's saying, but the way she's saying it.
The way
you're intending to be problematic. You want to be disrespectful. You want to be rude, and you want to whatever. That's the problem. Yes, that's the problem I have. But on the other side of it, for me, the other problem I had was, this is also Ghana's fault. Because you cannot create an initiative where you're bringing people into countries and you're not dealing with things like sanitation, you're not dealing with things like electricity, you're not dealing with all of these things and expecting them not to say anything. So if you want it to be a mutually beneficial situation, the work effort needs to be twofold. Outsiders need to know that they have to be respectful of voicing their opinions. And they also have to understand there are cultural norms that might not translate to what they feel is okay for them. And even if you have an issue with it, there's a way that you can go about it that doesn't seem bad. And there's another thing when you just straight bath-mouth it and talking crap. Because I've seen people who come from America, no education, no money, no job, no business, no nothing, who have the highest expectations of the country. And I'm like, but you add nothing to the country. Exactly. Don't be asking for what you can't give. Don't be asking for an experience you can't even cultivate at home. You do nothing in your own country. You didn't go to school and become a highly educated person in your country, a high earner. You didn't pay your taxes. You didn't contribute to the population within your community being of a certain level there. So don't come here and feel like you're entitled to certain things. So I'm like, there has to be a certain level of respect, but I don't think it should go as far as what they do in Egypt, to where you can't say certain things or you're being jailed. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's not for me. But people have to know how to move. You can't live in a society and feel like you're the smartest person or the best person within that group and not be tuned to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that there are a lot of people who have to go and fetch water. I don't turn my nose down to those people that are fetching water out of necessity. I turn my nose down to people who are fetching water so that you could post on Instagram. That to me is not cute. What you do to survive, to get you clean, to get you to work is your business. What you do out of your cultural norms that are safe. I'm not talking about child mutilation. I'm not talking about child working. I'm not talking about multiple wives. I'm not talking about domestic violence. I'm not talking about any of that. What you do to keep yourself safe or to get yourself by because of your socioeconomic needs is your business, and it's not to be judged, especially if you're not helping the community in that sense. But the rest of it, I think they definitely have to talk to people, because I have seen people come in and they just feeling themselves. You come into an African country, you got a little bit of money, you think that you a king and you can run your mouth any kind of way. It's disrespectful, it's rude, and it's not to be appreciated. So they definitely have to let people know, like, you have to carry yourself accordingly. Black people don't go into different states in America or different developed countries and act like that in developed countries. Don't come into a Black country and feel like you have the right to do whatever and disrespect people, their culture, their traditions, or just things you don't understand just because you came from a first world country. No, you left that country for a reason.
Right. So for more on this video, please click the link in the description below. Thank you.